Hey everybody, I don't know if you can feel it right now, but it seems like it's going to be a winning game for the USA Eagle today. I want to welcome you all to a very special broadcast on the Gift Time Rugby Radio Network. The sky is dark, it's rainy, it is cold, and you know what? That sounds like some perfect forward play. If that's not a rugby day, I don't know what it is anymore. We're here at Kennesaw State University in Atlanta, Georgia, and you are listening to the Gift Time Rugby Radio Network, associated with the Gift Time Rugby Network and a subsidiary of Gift Time Productions. My name is Gift A. Bailu, and I will be your call guy for this Rugby World Cup qualifier match today. If you are just finding out about us, or you'd like to learn a little bit more, or you know what, you just feel like looking on the internet, you can find anything about Gift Time Rugby Network at www.gifttimerugby.com. You can follow us on Twitter and or like us on Facebook at facebook.com/gifttimerugby. This is the second round of a two-leg match for the USA Eagles as they play against Uruguay. The winner of this game will accompany America one winner, Canada, and will head to the 2015 Rugby World Cup held in London, England. In addition to that, the winner will be presented with the beautiful, the gorgeous, the also glistening Webb Ellis Cup as an added bonus. As we prepare for this game to start, we want to take a chance to look back at the few of the attempts that the USA made to qualify here. But before we do that, I'm going to take you to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. Want to keep up with rugby news in your region? Check out online YouTube show Grow Rugby. We will keep you up with what's going on in rugby in the United States. Check us out on Fridays or Saturdays. Watch Grow Rugby at www.youtube.com/gifttimerugby-network. That's www.youtube.com/gifttimerugby-network. Welcome back. This is Gift Time, and we will talk a little bit about what's going on with this Rugby World Qualifier as it begins. The field is it's getting electric here, you know. Even with this damp weather, you don't even know what's going to happen. All you know is going to be epic, and that's all that matters. We want to take a quick look back at a few of the matches that the USA Eagles had for leading up to this moment right here. If you don't realize the importance that this game plays, you probably shouldn't even be watching. Actually, you know what? You do need to listen. It's still a good match. It's awesome. But at this point, you know, the USA had a chance to try and qualify. There is two spots for the America component of the Rugby World Cup. First spot went to Canada as the USA lost once in South Carolina, 9-27, and then lost again in Canada, 11-13, giving Canada that first America 1 spot. And look, just before I continue on that, I want to let you know the USA Eagles have made it onto the field. Get excited, people, as we begin to set up. And you know what? We'll skip forward a little bit and have a chance to take a look at the roster for today. The USA Eagles have made a few changes from the game from last week, but you know what? It is still a powerful team. Starting at number 1, prop, Olive Khalif. Number 2 at hooker, Phil Thiel. Number 3 at close side prop is Eric Fry. Number 4 at number 4 at lock, it's Lewis Stanfield, who is replacing Hayden Smith from last week. Number 5, it's Samu Manoa. Number 6, it's the incredible, the Aussie, Todd Cleaver, captain for this game. Number 7, outside flanker is Scott Lavala. Number 8 is Cam Dolan. Number 9, Mike Petrie. Number 10, Toby Strange. Number 11, Luke Hume, who's replacing Tim Maupin in the starting lineup. At number 12, Andrew Sunula. Number 13, Seamus Kelly, who will replace Folunuwa in the lineup for today. Number 14, Blaine Scully. Number 15, Chris Wiles. Number 16, Tom Coolican. Number 17, Nick Wallace. Number 18, Titi Lamosetiela. 19, Tai Tuisiyama. Number 20, Kyle Sumisan. Number 21, Shalom Suniula. And number 22, Tim Maupin. And finally, number 23, Folu Nuau. For the Uruguay side, coming in to visit as we hope to watch a nice butt whooping for the USA Eagles. Let's set you guys up. Starting at number 1, Aleja Corral. Starting at number 2, Arturo Avalo, who is captain for the Uruguay side. Number 3, Oscar Duran. Number 4, Santiago Villaseca. Number 5, Matthias Palomec. Number 6, Juan Manuel Gaminara. Number 7, Diego Magno. Number 8, Alejandro Nieto. Number 9, Agustin Ormachia. Number 10, Felipe Berchesi. Number 11, Geronimo Echeverri. Number 12, Andres Valesca. Hold on one moment while the national anthem is about to start. If you guys can't hear that, I don't know, you're missing out. But that is a crowd ready to see some great rugby. Finishing up this list for the Uruguay side. At number 12, Andres Velasek. Number 13, Joaquin Prada. Number 14, Leandros Livias. Number 15, Gaston Mires. Number 16, Christopher Soares de Lima. Number 17, Rodolfo de Mula. Number 18, Mario Cagnani. Number 19, Carlos Pombo. Number 20, Franco Lamana. Number 21, Juan de Frietas Turcati. Number 22, Alejo Duran. And number 23, Francisco Bulanti. The USA Eagles are just about to set up. They will be receiving the kick to start the game. Uruguay will be kicking in the first half. So you know what? It's about to get real exciting in here. I hope you guys have a great one. You let me know how it goes. You can hit us up on Twitter, www.twitter.com. Follow me at gifttimerugby.com or on Facebook, facebook.com/gifttimerugby. You guys enjoy yourselves because it's about to be a real match. And the ball is kicked off, and this starts the World Cup qualifier. The ball is caught by USA and kicked directly into touch. It will be Uruguay's ball at the 44-meter line. Ball was caught by Toby Lastrange. It'll be a line out. USA intercepts the line out, taking it into... Still in USA territory. Ball goes out to Todd Cleaver. Cleaver goes down in contact. It is a match out there. Number 1, Khalifi takes the ball in. Leo Strong gets it in. Scissors back to Andrew Sunula. Sunula is taken down at the 45. Ball goes into Eric Fry. Eric Fry takes it down, and they have crossed the 44-meter. Ball is kicked by Chris Wiles. Missed by Uruguay and recovered, but quickly gang tackled. That was number 14, Leandros Levias, trying to make the catch and getting back into USA territory. We have a knock-on. It's a scrum advantage to the U.S. Scrum will be at the far left hash mark in USA territory. Scrum half Mike Petrie will be putting in for the U.S. All right, scrum's getting set up. Calls being made, and scrum is formed. And scrum is collapsed. We're going to have a reset as we get ready for another scrum attempt. It'll still be USA advantage. One of the things that people don't realize is how one-sided this match has been. The USA has won 11 out of the last 13 times these two teams have played. Scrum is formed. Petrie puts the ball in. And the ball's out, carried off by Cam Dolan. Dolan's taken down. Ball still in USA possession. Cleaver takes the ball. Petrie gets it out. Leah Strong kicks the ball out. Ball crosses the 50. Caught by Uruguay. Number 15, Gaston Mires. Tackled by a gang of Eagles. Ball still in Uruguay possession. Ball's kicked out. Number 11, Luke Hume gets the ball. Sets to take advantage of the open space. Gets back into the taken down. Gets up and taken down again inside the 50. Ball is knocked on by Eric Fry. No, ball is knocked on by Mike Petrie. It will be Uruguay scrum advantage. USA and Uruguay setting up right now. Refs discussing with the captains what the penalty was. As both teams set up and get ready, we'll be right back after this commercial break. We want to thank everyone who has taken the time to support the content that we have here on Gift Time Rugby Network. We want to be able to continue to bring you quality programming and news. We are always looking to find sponsors and advertisers. And we're back. Scrum has been reset. Scrum is formed. Number 9, Augusto Armachi will be putting in for Uruguay. Uruguay gets it out, and it'll be a free kick to Uruguay. Penalty against the U.S. Free kick going to Uruguay. If you can't hear it, those cries for USA. This is a great crowd here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Kennesaw State having the accommodations to set up a great facility and environment for this. The scrum has been reset. Ormachi sets up to put the ball in, and the scrum is collapsed. Referee calls it. It is scrum advantage still to Uruguay. Referee is trying to get it organized with these players as they try and get this scrum taken care of for the third time in a row. Scrum is being set, and scrum is formed, and scrum has collapsed. there's clearly some binding issues that are happening on the scrum, or else it wouldn't be occurring to this extent. You guys can the scrum is being reset. The scrum is still being set as we wait. You can tell both teams are very anxious to get started. The backs are getting restless, most likely after 4 resets you do. Scrum is set. It's low. Ball has been put in. And the ball's out. Number 9, Ormachi, gets the ball out. And there's a tackle at the 50-meter line. Uruguay advantage. Ball being reset back at the 45-meter line. And scrum being set, it will be USA advantage. Petrie will set to put the ball in. Scrum has been set. It's a penalty against Uruguay. Penalty advantage going to the U.S. Too many binding issues into scrum and collapsing of the scrum. The U.S. sets up, and Wiles kicks the ball out into touch. Touch is made inside the 22, inside Uruguay territory. Looks like it's held at about the 18-meter mark. USA will take the line out. USA sets up for the line out. And line out is overthrown. Uruguay gets possession of the ball. And a huge advantage for the USA lost. Uruguay gets it out. Kicks it from the try zone. And number 14, Blaine Scully, keeps it in bounds, passes it out to Chris Wiles. Wiles takes it back inside Uruguay territory at the 44-meter. Ball goes to Samuel Noah. Noah's get taken down at the 44 again. Petrie gets it out to Lestrange. Lestrange takes it out to Cleaver. Cleaver out to Sunula. Sunula takes it out to Seamus Kelly, and Kelly gets it in. Oh, with the loss. They was knocked forward by Seamus Kelly. Kelly at the 5-meter line is where the scrum will be set. Scrum advantage going to Uruguay. What a huge opportunity right there. The holes are opening up for the Eagles, and they can make something happen over here. As we prepare to set up for the scrum, it looks to be a little bit of a shoe check for Uruguay. Trying to get themselves set up so they can get a little bit more grip. That's number 7, Diego Magno for Uruguay, trying to change out his shoe. Get a little bit more grip on this wet ground, because this is definitely one that it would be slippery. You never know when the sky is going to open up again. Still trying to get his shoe together. We'll be right back. We're going to take you to commercial for a short minute while they get this sorted out.
Every week, Gift Time Rugby Network puts up games to watch this weekend and scores for the weekend. To update you on what is happening this week and what happened the week prior, go to www.gifttimerugby.com to keep up with rugby events going on in your area. That's www.gifttimerugby.com. Check us out.
And the scrum has been set. Uruguay trying to get the ball out. USA is keeping them contained. Not much movement happening. It's at the 5-meter line inside Uruguay territory. Ball has been kicked out. Luke Hume recovers the ball into Uruguay 45, passes out to Chris Wiles. Wiles gets it down to the 30-meter line. Ball is taken out. Petrie takes it out to Lavala. Lavala takes it into Khalif. Khalif is taken at the legs, loses the ball. Uruguay has it. Uruguay goes into contact, gang tackled by Lavala and a multitude of other Eagles. Uruguay kicks the ball out. Luke Hume recovers the ball, takes it down the field into open field, taking it to the outside, trying to find open room. It's tackled down inside the 44-meter line. Mike Petrie taps and takes the ball in. Is held up. Looks like there was a penalty. Petrie did not take it from the point of the penalty. Referee is trying to coincide with the side judge to figure out what is going on over here. Looks like Sunulu is down. Looks like Olive Khalifi is down for the U.S., but he's getting up. Has a little bit of a limp, but it seems like he'll probably be able to walk this one off as he begins to jog. It is penalty advantage to the U.S. And Chris Wiles kicks it into touch at the Uruguay 30-meter line. U.S. sets up for the lineout. Being thrown in by Phil Thiel. And caught by Lavallee. Ball's out. Petrie to Lestrange. Lestrange to Cleaver. Cleaver breaks it down, taking it almost to the 22 inside Uruguay territory. Petrie gets it out, taken into Andrew Sunula. Sunula is taken out to Samu Manua. It is penalty against the U.S. Uruguay advantage. Looks like we have a little bit of scuffling between Stanfield and some of the Uruguay players. Penalty not releasing the ball. Uruguay will attempt to kick it out into touch. And is kicked out to touch into USA territory at the 44-meter line. Just inside, maybe about 44 and a half meters. As we set up for the line out over in USA territory, it'll be Uruguay's ball. Referee trying to discuss with the Uruguay players, determine how many people they're going to have in the lineout so USA can match it. Seems like there is a bit of uncertainty and confusion happening. Uruguay throws it in, and it's overthrown. Tyler Cleaver gets the ball, takes it over to 50, makes a stiff arm, and gets hit hard in the upper body, and still maintains the ball. USA still moving forward inside the 44-meter of Uruguay. Ball gets out to Andrew Sunula. USA still contains the ball inside the 44-meter. Samu Manua gets it out. Cam Dolan takes the ball, is caught at the point of contact. Petrie gets it out to Lestrange. Lestrange fakes it, takes it in, tackled just outside the 44. Petrie takes it up and passes it out. It's taken down, still at the 44. USA trying to make some progression. Tackle broken. Number 14, Blaine Scully breaking through. Big pass over to Mike Petrie, taking it inside the 22-meter line for the USA Eagles. Ball's taken out to the outside. Ball gets in Seamus Kelly, cuts it inside, and is tackled just inside the 22-meter. Ball gets to Lestrange. Lestrange taken down at the 5-meter line. Petrie gets it out, put it into Simon Manoa, and ball is lost. Uruguay gets the ball, kicks it out, and it is nobody back there as the Eagles sprint to get back to the ball, taking advantage. Luke Hume recovers the ball back at the USA 22, passes to Chris Wiles. Wiles kicks it out. Caught by number 4, Santiago Velasquez for Uruguay. And it's become a kicking game as Uruguay kicks it out into touch and goes straight out. So the ball will be taken, the line out will be taken back at the 42-meter line in Uruguay territory. It'll be USA ball. Teams are trying to get set up. Looks like we have a Uruguay player on the ground, is on his knees right now. Looks like he might have gotten his bell rung a little bit. Might have gotten his bell rung. Just waiting to get the officials off the field as they check him out. We'll go to commercial for right now, and we'll be right back. We want to thank everyone who has taken the time to support the content that we have here on Gift Time Rugby Network. We want to be able to continue to bring you quality programming and news. We are always looking to find sponsors and advertisers, and if you're interested in bringing your business to the emerging rugby audience, please let us know. We have packages that are cost-effective and efficient for your business. If you'd like to sponsor one of our programs, advertise with us, or just show your support in some small way, go ahead and email us at gifttimeproduction@gmail.com. That's gifttimeproduction@gmail.com. It just doesn't take one person to make a rugby team, nor does it take one person to build a network. It takes a community to grow rugby. And we're back right now. It looks like the officials are trying to take a look at the hit made on Todd Clever earlier in the game. Looks like it was an illegal high tackle. I think they're trying to figure out where the penalty will be set at, if there is a penalty, as we're waiting. Looks like the ref has made a decision. And it looks like it'll still stay as the line out from the 44-meter line. It'll be USA's ball. Phil Thiel sets up to throw in the ball. And USA grabs a cleaver, gets it out. Petrie to Lestrange. Lestrange to Sunula. Sunula breaks through, keeps it up, gets Todd on the ground. But Petrie takes it back to Lestrange and takes it back inside to Petrie. But it looks like we have another penalty. Trying to figure out what the penalty will be at this point. It was a forward. Looks like it was a forward pass by the Eagles. Scrum will be scrum advantage to Uruguay. Scrum's getting set. Set. Moriachia puts it in. And it's a penalty against the Eagles, crashing the scrum. And Uruguay sets the kick, gets the ball out of touch just before the 44-meter line inside USA territory. Uruguay will get the line out just that's inside USA territory. Looks USA sets up, looking for the quick attack. USA intercepts the ball. Petrie gets it out. Out to Lestrange. Lestrange to Manoa. Manoa takes it into Cleaver. Cleaver gets it out. And the ball is kicked by Wiles and recovered by number 15, Mieres for Uruguay. Mieres kicks it back to the U.S. Wiles gets the ball, goes into contact, and Eagles get the support in the ruck. Ball is passed out to Luke Hume and lost forward. Uruguay kicks the ball out. Lestrange gets the ball, drops it, picks it back up, takes it up, and kicks it back to Uruguay. Uruguay recovers the ball, takes it just outside their 22, kicks it back out. Lavala gets the ball, picks it up, passes it off to Chris Wiles, and we have a timeout. We have a referee's timeout. Trying to figure out what it is. You have an injury on the field. A Uruguay player is down. We'll be back after checking out some of these messages.
Want to keep up with rugby news in your region? Check out online YouTube show Grow Rugby. We will keep you up with what's going on in rugby in the United States. Check us out on Fridays or Saturdays. Watch Grow Rugby at www.youtube.com/GiftTimeRugbyNetwork. That's www.youtube.com/GiftTimeRugbyNetwork.
Looks like it was number 23, Francisco Bulanti. Number 23, Francisco Bulanti with the injury, but he looks like he's able to walk it off. Looks like we have another injury. Looks like Olive Khalifi seems to have a little bit of a cramp in his knee. In his upper calf. We have a penalty call against Andrews. We have a yellow card against Andrew Sunulu. Looks like he'll be going to the sin bin. Looks like it was for swinging. That was why the Uruguay player was down. Andrew Suniula is in the sin bin. Uruguay gets the ball out and kicks it, and it is at the 5-meter line for the USA. U.S. is backed up into their try zone after the penalty card by Sunula. Olive Khalifi still is down in the middle of the field, so the Eagles are playing 13 versus 15 in this situation. This is where that defense is going to really tighten up. And Uruguay gets the ball, tries to take it into a maul. USA busts through the maul, and Cleaver takes down the Uruguay ball carrier. Ruck is formed. Number 2, Arturo Avalo tries to take it in. Pushes forward, gets it inside the 5-meter line for the U.S. The U.S. is forced. Cleaver attempts to disrupt the ruck. Ball is inside the ruck. Ball's taken by number 6, Juan Gaminara, taken at the 2-meter line. It is a close. Number 2, Avalo tries to take it, is immediately hit at contact and taken down. Eagles trying to recover back from the tackle. Uruguay is trying to pound it out. Eagles are not letting anything up. Number 7, Magno is for Uruguay trying to take it in. Nothing is let up. Eagles defense is airtight. It looks like it's a penalty against the Eagles coming from the side. It'll be Uruguay's ball at the 2-meter line as the Eagles, at the 5-meter line as the Eagles set up for another attack from the Uruguay Los Toros. Looks like Stanfield is trying to psych up Fry a little bit, a little head button, a little chest banging. They're about to try and make something happen over here as the refs waits for the referee time to give. Officials running onto the field with water during this break time. Looks like we have number 17, Nick Wallace, in for Olif Khalifi, who was injured earlier in this series. Khalifi taking that that close side prop, tight head prop. As we're waiting for the ref to figure out to get the scrum set. Scrum is being set at the 5-meter line. Referee giving little instructions to the players. Players setting up for the initial bind, and scrum is set. Uruguay has a chance to put in. It is a penalty against the Eagles, moving before the ball gets in to the tunnel. Just a little antsy. It's still back at the 5 meters, so almost nothing has changed. It's still going to be a scrum advantage going to Uruguay. Referees giving instructions to the players, explaining the penalty. Players crouching, getting ready for the scrum bind. Call is made, and scrum is engaged. Ormachi gets the ball in. Scrum is attempting to push the Eagles forward, but Eagles are holding, and it's a penalty against the Eagles. Pulling down the scrum. The referee is calling Cleaver over to explain the penalty. Trying to make a case for himself, for the players. Eagles trying to figure out what's going on over here. It's another scrum. This will be the third scrum set in a row for these two teams. Ormachi sets up to put the ball in. Scrum is engaged and set. Ormachi gets the ball in USA territory at the 5. Scrum is collapsed again, and it is still scrum advantage to the U.S., and it is greeted by a barricade of boos from the crowd. As we set to do the fourth scrum reset in a row at the 5 inside USA territory. It is a 0-0 game at this point. Scrum is set and engaged. Scrum's moving. Ormachi puts the ball in, and scrum is turned. Eagles try and make the quick tackle, and we have a second yellow card going to... Another yellow card going to number 17, Nick Wallace, almost reminiscent of the last score against Uruguay last week when he got a yellow card leading to a Ormachi corner try. Hopefully the same thing does not repeat and lightning will not strike twice. That is 2 yellow cards for the Eagles right now, and now playing with 13 players on the field. Yellow card going to Andrew Sunula and now Nick Wallace. It looks like Titi Lamoseta is coming into the game. In replacement of Nick Wallace. There's still confusion on the field on this scrum. It looks like each team is trying to figure out what is going on. Todd Cleaver is running off the field at this moment to make up for the yellow card. Eagles are playing with 13 players right now against the 15. Ormachi trying to make a case for movement, and we have another scrum advantage to Uruguay at the 5-meter line. It's almost like nobody wants to leave from this mark on the field. Trying to set up, going for the 7th scrum in a row. Eagles are down to 13 player with 2 yellow cards. Scrum is set. Ormachi puts the ball in, and scrum is turned and almost tackled. Eagles make the attack. Number 10 is passed out, and number 13 for Uruguay, Joaquin Prada, makes the first score of the game with at the 22nd minute of the game. Uruguay goes up 5-0 to start this, to get this match. Pass from Felipe Berchesi to Felipe Berchesi over to the scorer, Joaquin Prada. Eagles huddling up, trying to re-strategize, figure out what they need to do to make up for the loss of the 2 players. Uruguay setting up for the conversion. Luke Hume trying to make the block, and conversion is made. It is 7-0. Uruguay, conversion made by Felipe Berchesi. Eagles setting up to kick off the ball. Eagles prepare. Toby Lastron sets up to make the Chris Wiles sets up to make the kick. And the ball is off. Uruguay recovers the ball, kicks it back out. Lavala's back to recover the ball, passes out to Chris Wiles. Chris Wiles kicks the ball, and it goes into touch at the just inside the 50-meter line in Uruguay territory. There's 24 minutes into the game. Score is 5-0. Scored by Joaquin Prada with the conversion by Felipe Berchesi. Uruguay gets a ball and almost loses it. Gets hit right away at point of contact. Ball's out. Eagles recover it. Lastron takes the ball, passes it out to Blaine Scully. Scully tries to kick it out, loses it, and Uruguay has the ball. Tackled immediately. Ball's kicked out. Uruguay tries to dummy and take it down, and they ruck over the ball. Ormachi tries to go for the fake, and there's a penalty against the Eagles coming from the side. Eagles are backed up to the 50-meter, just about past the 44-meter. Ball's kicked into touch, and it will be a line out just inside the 44-meter line, just about the maybe 42, 43-meter line in USA territory. Uruguay setting up at the full line out. Thrown in by Arturo Avala. Avala gets it, and USA intercepts the ball, taken out to Lestrange. Lestrange takes it into Phil Thiel. Thiel breaks it into the 44, still on his feet. Eagles make the ruck. Petrie takes it out to Lestrange. Lestrange kicks it out, and the ball is out at the Uruguay 22-meter line. USA sets up to prevent the quick throw in by Uruguay. Uruguay will get the line out just outside the 22-meter line. Looks like we have another little pause for the ref trying to figure the situation out. Discussing with the Uruguay players, and they tried to determine whether it went straight out. Apparently, they are calling it as straight out. Ball is taken back to the 50-meter mark. Just outside the 50-meter, it'll be a scrum advantage to the U.S. It'll be a penalty advantage to the U.S. Chris Wiles takes it out, and it's out into touch at the 22-meter line again. This time the Eagles will be able to have line out advantage. It'll be a full line out for the Eagles. Cam Dolan gets the ball and they go into a maul, taking it past the 22. Eagles getting held up. Still pushing forward. Eagles getting it, pull it out. Get the ball to Sunula. Sunula breaks the tackle. Keeps breaking the tackle. Taken down just inside the 22-meter line. Ball's taken out. USA still taking control of the game as they've gotten down to the 5-meter line. It's bodies just being thrown into the rucks right now as they fight for possession at this point. Lavala takes the ball in. Is taken down directly at contact. It is a scrum advantage for the U.S. right now. Eagles taking it down, getting it past the 5-meter line. Ball gets out to Lestrange. Lestrange tries to take it out to the wing, and it is called out at the 1-meter line. It looks like that was Blaine Scully trying to get the ball out and just going to touch before getting to the try line. It'll be Uruguay's ball. But we have the penalty advantage from earlier in the game still in the USA's possession. Eagles get the ball out, get it to Sami Manoa. Sami Manoa gets it down to the 3-meter line. Eagles still holding strong. Eagles taking it in. Sunula taking it short. Ball still going down. Eagles trying to pound in with the forwards. Right at the goal line, it looks like Lavala is getting pushed vertically, and it is. Try has not been called yet. It looks like the refs are trying to determine what the play is. And it looks like it'll be a penalty advantage to the U.S. No try was made, but it'll be a penalty advantage to the U.S. The U.S. at the 5-meter line. Referees discussing with Uruguay what the penalty was. It looks like he had it coming from the side, but no try was called. Chris Wiles will take the tap and kicked out of touch at the 5-meter line. Eagles looking to take the advantage of the lineup that they've been having all game. Utilize it to open up. Try and get it out to Chris Wiles. Eagles setting up for a lineup. Phil Thiel setting up to throw. And Eagles get the line out and maul. Mauled in for the play. Petrie loses the ball on the ground. Eagle on the ground. And the tackle has been made. Eagles setting up. Trying to push it into the try zone. Sitting at the 3-meter line. Eagles still pushing. So close to the meter line. They're at the 2-meter line. Scrum is being set. Looking for the ball. Mike Petrie getting ready and is hit directly at contact before he could get the ball off. USA still maintaining possession of the ball. Eagles go down low to crash it in. Still trying to make the low push. Eagles holding it, the ruck. Uruguay trying to lift the leg. Eric Fry takes a tackle and is not called. Still not called, not in. Fry does not get the ball in, and the ball is still sitting in a pile of bodies as the ruck is attempted to be formed. Eagles trying to get it in just within 2 meters of the ball. Mike Petrie gets it out. Pops it out to Lavala, and Lavala loses it forward, and Lestrange takes the ball and is down at the 3-meter line. It is still USA possession. Cam Dolan attempts to try and break through. Ball is still in Eagles possession at the 1-meter line as they try and force it in. No call has been made yet. Referee has still not made a call. It is unsure what the outcome of that was, whether it'll be back in USA Eagle hand. They're trying to determine what the situation is. It looks like it'll be a scrum at the 5. Both teams trying to set up. As they get water, trying to figure out what is going on and why they can't get this in. It looks like we have a... Looks like the ball was just prevented from going in by Eagles, but an ambiguous put in, but can't be seen based on Uruguay body's blocking view. Officials are reviewing the tape to see if the ball had touched and not been held up. Looks like Suniulu attempted to get in. It was a second effort. The determinant factor was, did he have the ball on the ground whenever he went in? Suniulu's going for the second effort, and it's blocked by number 8, Andrew Nieto, from view, so it's impossible to make an accurate depiction. So it looks like it'll be Eagles ball. Looks like it'll be Eagles ball at the 5-meter line. No try given. Eagles setting up for the scrum. Scrums in and ball's out. Cam Dolan tries to run the ball out from the 8-man, goes sideways, and is taken down just at the 12-meter line. Ball is passed out. Taken into contact. Eagles set up the ruck. Petrie gets the ball out to Stanfield passes back inside. Ruck still formed. Pass out to Lestrange. Lestrange gets it to Chris Wiles on the scissor. Down just at the 5. Pass out to Lavala. Lavala is taken down at the 5. Petrie attempting to try and use the forwards to bang through. No movement has been made too much. Number 17, Nick Walls, coming off from the yellow card, tries to burst it in, and he's taken down at the 5-meter line. And it looks like we have another... We have 2 yellow cards. Number 2 for Uruguay got a yellow card. Arturo Avalo, captain for Uruguay, with the non-wrap-up on Nick Wallace, who just came off of a yellow card, out of the sin bin off of the yellow card. It's going to be USA ball. Chris Wiles sets up for the penalty kick. Be directly in front of the goalposts. Chris Wiles prepares to make the kick. And kick is made. That is 3 points for the U.S. First points on the board for the U.S. in this game. 35 minutes into the match. U.S. down 7-3 with 4.5 minutes left in the game.
I can't hear you, fans. Make some noise!
Eagles set up to get the kickoff. Uruguay prepares to make the kick. Ball is off. It is caught by Lavala. Lavala takes it out to Chris Wiles. Wiles kicks it out. It is caught by Uruguay, number 15, Gaston Mirez. Mirez tries to kick it out. Caught by Petrie. Petrie passes to Cleaver. Cleaver breaks a tackle. Taken down into USA territory just outside the 44. Petrie takes it out to Suniula. Suniula tries to break it down the middle. Taken down at contact. Petrie takes it out to Lestrange. Lestrange kicks it out. It is recovered by Uruguay, number 11, Echeverri. Echeverri tries to cut it in and is tackled by number 4, Louis Stanfield. Looks like it'll be a high tackle on Louis Stanfield and a penalty against the U.S. Looks like Echeverri is injured on the play right now, and his bell got rung. Right now they're calling a referee's timeout as they take a look at Echeverri after the hit. That was a very close play on the replay. Looks like the only thing that could be called on that might be high tackle. Outside of that, it doesn't look like there was any dangerous tackle else that could have been made on that play. Echeverri trying to show holding his head, but it looks like it was more of a whiplash issue as opposed to a contact issue by Stanfield. Echeverri slowly getting up off the ground as he walks slowly back into position. Referees trying to determine what the call was, whether it'll be a penalty against the Eagles or whether it'll be a continuation for Uruguay. Referees calling Stanfield over to talk with Cleaver. Both teams talking it out. Referees trying to explain the situation to both captains. It's going to be penalty advantage going to Uruguay. Uruguay setting up to kick the ball off. Berchesi will be kicking the ball for Uruguay, trying to kick the ball for the penalty kick, trying to go for points. Stand is set. Berchesi backs up, prepares to make the distance kick. Looks like it'll be a 44-meter kick, 45-meter kick. The crowd starts to amp up the noise a little bit, hoping to be able to distract Berchesi from his goal and making the kick. Berchesi sets up, and the kick is made. That is 3 points. That is 10-3. Felipe Berchesi makes the 45-meter kick in for the penalty score. In the 37th minute of the game. Eagles set up for the kick. Chris Wiles getting ready to kick off to Uruguay. And the ball is kicked. And recovered by U.S. Oh, and it's bounced up. Uruguay gets the ball back. Uruguay passes the ball out and kicks it. Todd Cleaver gets ready to make the catch. Misses the ball. It goes behind him, and it goes into touch. It'll be Uruguay's ball as they set up for the line out at the 44-meter in the U.S. territory. Huge mistake by the non-catch. USA will be looking to defend the pass, as they've been very successful this game in defending the pass against the Eagles. As the USA has been able to defend the pass against the Los Toros. Uruguay sets up for the ball, and they get the line out. Try and set up the maul. Uruguay attempting to push the pile. Eagles are not allowing it to happen. And there's a tackle on the field, and it looks like there's a recovery, a kick, and bounce out of touch. It looks like it should be Eagles' ball, but looks like you have a scrum advantage going towards the Eagles. Knock on by Uruguay. It'll be at the 44-meter line, just outside the 44-meter line, inside the USA territory. It'll be Eagles' ball. Anyway, it looks like we have a substitution for the Uruguay. Number 19, Carlos Pombo, will be coming in for number 23, Francisco Bulanti. Mike Petrie setting up to put the ball in. Scrum getting set. Scrum is engaged. Petrie puts the ball in. Ball's out. Uruguay is pushing the pile, and it looks like they have control as they get a penalty advantage in their favor for Uruguay. USA is backed up to the 22-meter line as Uruguay managed to push the pile. Penalty going against the USA in advantage of Uruguay. Number 10, Felipe Berchesi is setting up for the penalty kick again. This time will actually be a little bit closer. It'll be inside the 44-meter line, inside USA territory. Probably looking at about a 43-meter goalpost kick from relatively about the same spot that he made it just 3 minutes ago. We're in overtime, over period right now at 40 minutes, 48 seconds. Berchessi's setting up for the kick. Berchessi getting ready. And Berchessi sets the kick, and kick is made. 13-3 Eagles, as another penalty kick for Berchessi in the 41st minute of this half. And that is halftime. Eagles are trailing 13-3 at halftime. Scores only being one try all game by Uruguay's Joaquin Prada. Rest of them have all been penalty kicks, one by Chris Wiles and two by Felipe Berchessi. This is Gift Time with the Gift Time Rugby Radio Network, and we will be right back.
Yes. Well, looky here, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf and she's clubbing, 'cause at the end of the night it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. Yeah. Well, let me think, what should I do? So many eager young bunnies that I'd like to pursue. Now even though they're eating out the palm of my hand, there's only one carrot and they all gotta share it. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. See, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. Yup. See, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. If you scared, you better run. You better run. You better run. You better run. You better run away, baby. Before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby.
We want to thank everyone who has taken the time to support the content that we have here on Gift Time Rugby Network. We want to be able to continue to bring you quality programming and news. We are always looking to find sponsors and advertisers, and if you're interested in bringing your business to the emerging rugby audience, please let us know. We have packages that are cost effective and efficient for your business. If you'd like to sponsor one of our programs, advertise with us, or just show your support in some small way, go ahead and email us at gifttimeproduction@gmail.com. That's gifttimeproduction@gmail.com. It just doesn't take one person to make a rugby team, nor does it take one person to build a network. It takes a community to grow rugby.
Want to keep up with rugby news in your region? Check out online YouTube show Grow Rugby. We will keep you up with what's going on in rugby in the United States. Check us out on Fridays or Saturdays. Watch Grow Rugby at www.youtube.com/GiftTimeRugbyNetwork. That's www.youtube.com/GiftTimeRugbyNetwork.
Yo. Born to be the baddest. LA Simphons had it locked since Adam bit the apple. Our legend larger than Loch Ness. We hop, skip, jump, trip, bounce right up and drop hit. Who rain, sleep, snow, hell, ain't no one gonna stop this.
Ladies, break it down. Let us break it down. Make it sound, beat it down. Everybody break it down. Ladies, break it down. Let us break it down. Make it sound, beat it down. Everybody break it down.
California Chainsaw Massacre. After the battle, call me Jason the Damager. Out the remains in the back of the Rambler. Scramble the crew, then drive straight through to Canada. Then unload, reload, PO, swing battle axe tenfold, split domes and men fold. Like in bold, they try to hold on, but they fall like cliffhangers, this banging strong.
React to contact, collapse or fall back. Take heed and take cover, retreat or fight back. No call, no stance, too quick or no chance. Ever dance with the devil, turn pale at the glance. Or I walk through the valley, yet I fear not one. Unsung in the midst where so many got done. Get down with the gritty, the grime, and love it all. Keep it all in perspective, no pride, no fall.
Ladies, break it down. Let us break it down. Make it sound, beat it down. Everybody break it down. Ladies, break it down. Let us break it down. Make it sound.
Hey, we're back, and we'll go a little recap on what happened in the game so far. Eagles are down 13-3. It started off strong. A lot of bursts from the Eagles coming out, but it looks like a lot of issues with penalties have been killing the Eagles so far. Not able to finish up drives, and subsequently just being unable to complete series as such. We have 13-3. Eagles started off with losing 2 players to yellow cards before they got their first score against them when Joaquin Prada made the first kick, made the first penalty for made the first try for the game. Eagles were able to recover a little bit whenever they got the penalty kick, even though they were sitting at the try line at least 4 times within 2 meters of it. Were unable to get inside though, and we only had to settle for 3 points on the game. And then finally 2 penalty kicks against the Eagles inside their territory. Bercelli making 2 40-plus yard kicks, 40-plus meter kicks for the Uruguay Los Toros. And just essentially a lot of inability to complete. The Eagles have Uruguay's number. They have won a number of lineouts from the Los Toros, the Uruguay Los Toros, and they have shown that they can put a dominance on them. It's just a factor of not dropping balls when it counts most and not turning balls over from penalties when it matters most. We'll be back right before the halftime begins. You guys sit tight, and we will be right back.
Let's go, let's go, let's get it, let's get it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you with it? Yeah, we with it.
Welcome back. Players are just running back onto the field as they prepare for the second half of this game. Eagles are trailing 13-3 to Uruguay after a very tough fought first half. Eagles will be kicking the ball off to Uruguay in this half as they prepare to try and rectify themselves for a very penalty-riddled first half of the game. Referee is setting both teams up, and the whistle is blown. Chris Wiles kicks the ball off. Number 4 for Uruguay gets it, Santiago Velasquez. Ormachia kicks the ball out, and kick is bounced off and then recovered by Uruguay inside USA territory. Uruguay gets the ball and kicks it out. Chris Wiles tries to make the catch, and it goes into touch. It'll be Uruguay's ball at the inside the 22-meter line in USA territory. Eagles trying to be able to find a way to get themselves back into this game. It is still anybody's game. It's only a 10 points difference at this point, so it's not one to panic, and there's still a lot of game time left. So let the Eagles set up as the lineout was reset by the refs, trying to leave space for a tunnel for the ball. Ref getting back behind the lineout. And Uruguay gets the ball, and it is intercepted by the Eagles. And it is Petrie is tackled at the point of contact. Eagles still have the ball, and they kick it off. It is caught by Uruguay, passed out to number 15, Mieres. Mieres tries to fake it, dummies back inside, and is tackled. Ormachi takes the ball out, passes out to Polakmi, number 5 for Uruguay, taken into ruck. Ball is taken back out to number 10. Number 10 is tackled by number 4, Louis Stanfield. Stanfield still holding up the player. The ball has not hit the ground, and the ball is on the ground. Ormachi tries to push it out to Kagnami. Kagnami hits the ground, and the ruck is formed. Uruguay holding the ball. Ormachi puts it out and passes inside to number 19, Pobamo. Pomama goes in for ruck inside Uruguay territory just before the 50-meter line. Eagles trying to set the counter up, disrupt the ruck, and Uruguay trying to set it. It looks like it's a scrum advantage to the U.S. It'll be scrum advantage to the U.S. inside Uruguay territory. The cries of USA can be heard from the crowd all around us. As the Eagles set up for the scrum, hoping to not get called for any breakdowns in the scrum in this game, in this half. Eagles set the reset, and the scrum is reset. Engagement not made. Referee's trying to set the mark. Make sure the distance is proper for the bind. Mike Petrie looking to put the game in. Put the ball in. Scrum is set, and ball is in. Uruguay pushes the ball. Cam Dolan gets the ball out, fakes it in, takes it out, pushes it to Todd Cleaver. Cleaver breaks 2 tackles, taken down at the 22-meter inside Uruguay territory. Petrie gets it out to number 14 for USA, Blaine Scully. Scully takes it down to the ground. Petrie gets it out to the 4, getting it out to Louis Stanfield. They cross the 22-meter line. Ball is taken out to Lestrange. Lestrange cuts it into Wiles. Wiles cuts inside, just inside the 22-meter. Ball is taken out to Phil Thiel. Thiel is taken down just at the 15-meter line. Lavala gets the ball and is taken down back to the 15. Ball goes out to Stanfull. Stanfull pushing the pile, trying to put a little room between himself and the rest of the Uruguay squad. Lestrange gets the ball. Suniula goes, cuts it back inside, and is taken down back at the same 15-meter mark. Petrie tries to get the ball as Uruguay tries to disrupt. Number 17, Nick Wallace tries to cut inside. Goes down, does an offload. The Eagles getting it inside the 10-meter line. Ball's passed out to Lestrange. Lestrange is taken on by a gang tackle of Eagles and loses the ball. It'll be knocked forward by the Eagles. Scrum advantage to Uruguay. Uruguay is down at the 15. Uruguay is looking to pass off the ball. Armachia is disrupted as the play is called, and we have a little bit of a scuffle between the players. Looks like Mike Petrie and number 8 Alejandro Nietos try to get into a bit of a scuffle. Doesn't matter, the play is still a scrum advantage to Uruguay inside the 22, just about the 10-meter line, give or take the 8-meter line. Mike Petrie discussing with the referee as the scrum's starting to get set. Both teams looking to try and get their hookers in place. USA with a 200-pound advantage in the scrum over Uruguay. Cannot allow themselves to get pushed. Uruguay gets the ball in, and the scrum is collapsed. It is USA ball. Players trying to get the ball out to go for the quick tap. It is a free kick for the Eagles. Todd Cleaver looking to have the ball. Mike Petrie set to tap the ball. Looks like it'll be set up to go to Samu Manoa. We have an addition. Looks like number 20 for Uruguay is coming in. That is Frank Lamana. Uruguay looking for the close tackle out to Samu Manoa. Samu Manoa gets the ball out. Is down. Ball is passed out to Cleaver. Cleaver gets it past the 5-meter line. Ball is taken out to Lestrange. Lestrange gets it out to Blaine Scully. Scully takes it back to the 5-meter line. Ruck is formed. Ruck is pushed. Mike Petrie gets it to Nick Wallace. Nick Wallace is hit at the 5-meter line. Paul is taken out. Sammy Manoa takes it down and is looking for the try. And the try is made! USA gets the first try of the game in the 6th minute of the second half. That is Samu Manoa, number 5, getting the first try for the U.S. this game. Chris Wall sets up to make the conversion. It is a correction. That is Eric Fry who made the score on that play. Number 3, Eric Fry with the second effort push for the score. Chris Wall setting up for the point after. And Uruguay makes a push, and conversion is made. It is 10-13. 10-13. Eagles are trailing, but a great play and completion by the Eagles as they go back to set up to return the kick. Score made by Eric Fry. Felipe Berchesi is setting up to make the kickoff for Uruguay. Players are waiting to get confirmation from the refs. The Eagles crowd has started to liven up just a bit more. Not that they weren't already live already. And the kick is set, and the kick is made. And it's recovered by the U.S. U.S. kicks the ball out, and it goes into touch at the U.S. 44-meter line. Eagles setting up for the line out, to defend the line out. Uruguay number 19, Carlos Pomba, is setting up for the throw, and Uruguay gets the ball and sets up for the maul. Maul is being pushed back by the Eagles. As the Eagles try and stick inside, Uruguay starting to push the maul forward. Eagles trying to set the defense and set the post on it. Referee still allowing it to go, and penalty against the Eagles. Eagles being backed up to their 22-meter line. And it looks like Uruguay is setting up to go for the penalty kick. It'll be their third penalty kick for them in this game. Felipe Berchesi is 2 for 2. Looks like he'll be taking it from the left hash mark just inside the 44. He's already made 2 from 43 and from 46 meters. And Berchesi's ball goes wide right, and it gets into Luke Hume's hands. Luke Hume gets the ball out, and it's kicked by Chris Walls. Chris Walls gets the ball out at the USA 30-meter line. Uruguay will have the line out, getting thrown in by Pombo. Eagles almost intercept the line out, and Uruguay is taken down at that 30-meter mark. Uruguay gets the ball out, tackled at the contact by a host of Eagles. Ball's taken out to Berchesi. Berchesi cuts it back around to number 13, Joaquin Prada. Prada's taken down at contact. Number 10 gets it out, and USA gang tackles the ball carrier for Uruguay. Ormachi tries to get the ball out again, and it's getting pushed back. Tackle made at the 44-meter line at USA territory, and USA recovers the ball. Cleaver gets the ball out, taking it out to Lavala. Lavala cuts back inside, loses the ball, and it's Uruguay's ball again. We have a knock forward by Scott Lavala. It'll be a scrum at the 44-meter line, Uruguay's possession. We have 30 minutes left to go in this game. It looks like we have an Eagles player down. It looks like it's Phil Thiel who's down at the moment. Looks like he needs to get his leg checked. As officials take a look, water's coming onto the field. Looks like the Eagles are starting to find their way. It looks Phil Thiel's able to walk back up and get back into the lineup. Eagles are starting to find a way to get pressure, but they're still losing balls on penalties. Penalties being the key detractor from the first half for these Eagles. Referee talking with both lineups, discussing the situation. Scrum is being set. Both teams still discussing. Almost seems like we have a TV timeout, but there's no TV timeout happening right now. Water carriers are running off the field. Ormachia setting up to put the ball in. Scrum being engaged and set. Movement before the ball's in. Ormachia puts the ball in, and it's Eagles. It's a penalty advantage for the Eagles. Penalty is against Uruguay. It's against Ormachia trying to lead the ball into the scrum. It is the second call the referee has made on Ormachia. Looks like we're going to set up for a penalty score. Looks like Chris Wiles is preparing to make the penalty score from just outside the 44 meter, just about 46 meters away. It's about the same spot that Felipe Berchesi made his first penalty score. Penalty kick. While concentrating, setting up for the kick. And the kick is not made. It goes out right, and Uruguay sets the ball down into 5, taking it as a 22-meter drop. While Zoe for 1 and 1 on the penalty kicks. 1 and 2 on the penalty kicks. Felipe Berchesi setting up, kicks the ball out. Wiles receives the ball, takes it, tries to cut it to the outside, taken down just inside the 50-meter. Ball's taken out. Todd Cleaver gets the ball, tries to break a tackle, hit by a gang of Uruguay tacklers. Petrie gets the ball out, gets it out to Lestrange. Lestrange kicks it off. Gets recovered by Echeverri, and it looks like we have a free kick for Uruguay. Echeverri setting up to kick the ball out into touch. And the ball is kicked at the just inside USA territory, just a little bit at near the 50-meter line. We're looking at 49 meters. It's going to be USA ball. Phil Thiel setting up to throw the ball in. And the ball is caught in the lineout. Petrie gets the ball out to Lestrange. Lestrange cuts it back into Cleaver. Cleaver tackled at the point of contact. Ball's taken out. Lestrange tries to cut it up inside. Is tackled at the 44-meter line of the U.S. territory. Ruck is being formed. Ball's taken out. Chris Wiles makes the kick. It is recovered and bounced out at the 10-meter line for Uruguay, but penalty for the U.S. So one way or another, it was going to be the USA's ball. But it'll be the penalty at the 44-meter for the USA. Chris Wiles sets up to make the penalty touch and gets it about relatively near where he did. Maybe a little bit outside. It'll be outside the 22-meter line in Uruguay territory. USA will set up for the line out inside Uruguay territory. Phil Thiel setting up to throw the ball in. And the ball is caught by Cleaver. Cleaver gets out Petrie. Petrie to Lestrange. Strong gets it into Suniula, and Suniula runs into a gang of Uruguay tacklers. Number 3, Eric Fry tries to get the ball out. Petrie throws a backwards pass to Cleaver, trying to misdirect the Uruguay players. Doesn't work out, but still maintains possession of the ball. Petrie getting it out to Lestrange. Lestrange getting it out to number 13, Seamus Kelly. Kelly tackled. Balls out to number 4, Lewis Stanfill. Stanfill is down. Petrie gets it out to down at the attack. And Petrie is down after just about the 15-meter line. It's Uruguay's ball as USA loses it in the ruck. Ball is kicked. Chris Wiles gets the possession. Tries to cut it back inside. Breaks the tackle and is taken down just outside the 22-meter line. Petrie gets the ball. Samu Manoa tries to get the ball and is tackled. Phil Thiel gets it out and passes it off to Nick Wallace. Nick Wallace is hit immediately, taken down at the 44-meter line in Uruguay territory. It is a penalty against the Eagles diving into the ruck. It'll be Uruguay's ball at the 44-meter line, backing the Eagles up to about the 47-meter line. Eagles are setting up for the penalty. Waters out on the field. It looks like there's a little bit of a bell rung on Nick Wallace, but he's getting up fine. I think he probably got a little bit of a shoulder pinch. Nothing that a good rubbing of the shoulder doesn't help. Uruguay prepares to pass in the ball, and just a miss by the Eagles to get that ball back on the line out. Uruguay sets the ruck up inside USA territory, just outside the 44. Penalty against Uruguay, holding the ball on the ruck. It'll be USA's ball inside their 44-meter line. Looking about 40 inside their 38-meter line. Chris Wiles setting up to make the kick. Wiles gets the kick out in touch. Inside Uruguay territory, just outside the 22, looking about 32 meters inside Uruguay territory. Phil Thiel starting to set up for the line out. Eagles moving into a full line out, trying to send out instructions to each other to be able to know what's going on. Eagles and Uruguay player joking with each other a little bit. Uruguay ref calls for Uruguay to open up the tunnel, and the ball is overthrown by Phil Thiel. Taken by Uruguay. Uruguay is down inside their 44-meter. Number 22, Alejo Duran tries to take the ball past the 44, is tackled. And Uruguay is trying to push the gain line little by little. Number 22, Duran gets it out to Bercelli. Bercelli kicks it out. It is caught by Chris Wiles. Chris Wiles kicks it back out. It is caught by number 15, Gaston Myers for Uruguay. Myers kicks it back, and it is taken into touch at the Uruguay 38-yard line. Now 40-meter line. It will be USA's ball at the 40-meter line. The crowd is starting to get into it more and more. Phil Thiel setting up to make up for the overthrown ball. Number 7, Scott Lavallee gets the catch. Shalom Sunula is in the game as he sets the ball up. Phil Thiel gets the ball in. He's tackled just outside of the 44, pushing into Uruguay territory. Number 9, Mike Petrie breaks open, has an open play, he's going in past the 5 and scores down the middle of the goalpost. That is 5 points for Mike Petrie on the fake for the long run. It was a 22-meter run. Crowd is now back inside this game. USA taking the lead 15-13 with at the 61-minute mark. Chris Weil sets up for the conversion. Chris Weil is trying to set the ball up perfectly on the hash. Backing up, setting to get into position to make the kick. And conversion is made. USA up 17-13 in the second half with just about 20 minutes left, 18 minutes left in the game. Huge play for the U.S. to be able to utilize this momentum. I guess the better weather started to pick up for the U.S. as well. And Uruguay kicks the ball off. Shalom Sunuula, best known for his play with the USA 17, catches the ball, kicks the ball back out, and the ball goes out in touch in the U.S. 40-meter mark. That is back-to-back scores for the U.S. Coming from a 13-3 deficit at halftime, up 17-13 with about 17 minutes left to go. Uruguay overthrows the ball, and it is a penalty. It is a free kick for the U.S. Ball is tapped and taken into contact. USA has control of the ball just outside the 50 inside USA territory. Shalom Suniula kicks the ball off. Number 15 gassed him. Oh, no! Ball's missed! And the recovery for US is lost. Oh, ball's on the ground. Players trying to pick it up, and Uruguay recovers the ball. USA trying to set up the ruck. Led by the charge is Todd Cleaver. It looks like you have a knock ball forward by Uruguay. It'll be USA's ball inside the 22-meter line, inside Uruguay territory. It looks like the USA is playing like Superman. Once the sun shines, they start powering up even more. So we're looking to have another push for the USA Eagles inside this 22. Shalom Suniula is set to take the catch as Mike Petrie prepares to put the ball into the scrum. And Cam Dolan takes the ball in the 8-man run, takes it down to the 10-meter line. Mike Petrie gets the ball out. Scott Lavallee tries to take the ball and loses it again. Kick is attempted and blocked is a recovery for the U.S., but the initial knock by Scott Lavallee is called. It will be The scrum advantage going to Uruguay inside Uruguay territory. USA trying to put this game away, set inside inside Uruguay territory. They are going to look to try and get this ball back into scrum. Let's keep these clouds keep spreading out because the USA seems to be doing a lot better with blue skies. And the scrum is set. Number 22, Duran puts the ball in. And scrum is turned. And Todd Cleaver gets the ball out to Shalom Suniula. Suniula taking it out to cousin Andrew Suniula. Ball's taken up. Number 13, Seamus Kelly takes it in. He's at the 5-meter line. Mike Petrie tries to get the ball. A random shoe is thrown into the air. Must be a USA player's ball. Todd Cleaver gets the ball out to Louis Stanfield. Stanfield's taken down just outside the 5-meter line. Petrie tries to get it out to Shalom Suniula. Suniula cuts inside, breaks through and scores for the third try in a row for the USA Eagles. The former Sevens player sets up for a 8-meter try for the score, putting the Eagles up 22-13 in the 66th minute of the game. Great setup from Mike Petrie to Shalom Suniula for the score. That is Sevens play at work right there. As Chris Wiles starts to set up for the conversion kick. Chris Wiles set. And kick is good. Eagles up 24-13 in the middle of the second half with just 13 and a half minutes left to go in the game. Like I said, when the sky seems to open up, the Eagles seem to be doing better. Superman time as the Eagles set up for the kick return. Burchesi kicks the ball off. Eagles get it. Cam Dolan gets it in a line-out style jump. Eagles maintaining the ball at their 44-meter line. Suniula takes it out to Chris Wiles. Chris Wiles kicks it back. Recovered by Myers. Myers kicks it up. And ball is recovered by Uruguay at the 50-meter line. Uruguay tries to take it up. Gets caught down just before the 44-meter line. Still Uruguay's ball. And Eagles make the hit on Duran. Luke Hume trying to open it up. Passes out to Andrew Suniula. Suniula looking to break the last tackle. Sliding for the score. And score is made! Another 5 for the Suniula family as the Eagles go up 29-13 and the 68th minute of the game. That is 3 scores in 8 minutes for the Eagles. And 2 by 2 people of the same familial name. Back to back. Eagles are starting to get their power more and more. Great reaction and awareness by Luke Hume on the pass to Andrew Suniula. And on the replay, the play is good. Chris Wiles setting up for the conversion. Chris Wiles starting to make the play. And the kick is no good. Score was 29-13. Eagles up. Uruguay starting to set up for the next play. It's starting to set up for the kickoff. Eagles looking to recover, to return the ball back. Referee holding up the initial kickoff. Looks like we have a substitution. Tim Mopin will be coming in for number 12, Andrew Suniula. And Cam Dolan recovers the kicked ball. We have ref calls whistle on the play. Referees telling Uruguay players to back up, separate from the USA players as they discuss what the penalty actually was. And the penalty advantage will go to the U.S. on the illegal hit in the air by Uruguay against Cam Dolan. Chris Wiles setting up to kick the ball into touch. And the ball is kicked and touch is made at the 44-meter line of inside Uruguay territory. Phil Thiel setting up to throw the ball in for the lineout. Todd Cleaver loses the ball, but Uruguay recovers, but it is back in their zone, but it is a knock-on by the USA. It'll be Uruguay's ball at the 44-meter line for the scrum. Eagles setting up to take the scrum. Eagles scrum starting to set up. Scrum being set and engagement. It's a penalty against the Eagles. It's a binding penalty. And Uruguay tries to quick tap the ball. Number 21, Turcati goes down at the 50 meter, just outside the 50 meter. Uruguay gets the ball out, but is tackled directly at contact as number 8, Nieto. Eagles trying to take the ball in the counter ruck. Ball's out. And Uruguay is trying to get out and is tackled by a host. Todd Cleaver on Ormachi making the hit. And number 14 for Uruguay, Livas is trying to make the run. Ball's taken out. Number 21 for Uruguay is hit right away, trying to make a little bit more space, but they just are outside the 44, inside the Uruguay territory. And we have a penalty. We have, again, another little scuffle going on inside the ruck over there. If anyone has been inside a ruck, you know that it can get heated just the way that the hits go, especially in very tight games. Looks like USA's Uruguay gets the ball out. It looks like it was a little scuffle by Tai Sumase and one of the Uruguay players, I believe Ormachia. Uruguay will get the line out at the Eagles' 44-meter line. Eagles get the ball. Uruguay gets the ball out, and Duran is tackled and still on his feet, pushing the ball inside the 44 and close to the 22-meter line inside USA territory. And ruck is made, and USA has managed to steal the ball. Shalom Suniula kicks the ball off. Number 11, Echeverry gets the ball, tries to cut it back inside, and is tackled by number 13 and number 11, Luke Hume and Seamus Kelly. Uruguay tries to pass the ball off, taking a big hit, goes nowhere on the play, still at the USA 44-meter line. Looks like we have holding on to the ball by Uruguay. It's going to be a penalty advantage to the U.S. Eagles are setting up to do the penalty kick from the 44-meter line. Center Chris Wiles is preparing to go. Chris Wiles still setting up from the 44-meter inside Uruguay territory. Wiles prepares and kick is through. That is Chris Wiles with a penalty kick. It is 32-13. Eagles just running with it with 4 straight scores since half. Uruguay has been shut out this entire second half. Whoever gave the pep talk to the Eagles during halftime definitely needs to get a medal. And Uruguay tries to bounce the ball off. It is passed off to Falu Nuau. It is Eagles' ball inside their territory. Mike Petrie kicks the ball off. Echeverry catches the ball and is tackled by Todd Cleaver. Ormachi tries to make the catch and is tackled. Number 21, Turcotti tries to make a run, is unable to get the ball out. And the ball is knocked forward by number 19, Pombo. USA gets the ball, passes it out to number 22. Luke Hume is looking to try and make the recovery kick. That was a kick by Tim Mopin, attempting to get the wing side recovery. Ball goes out at the 10-meter line. It'll be Uruguay's ball on the line out. Crowd starting to get back into the game. And the ball goes directly to the USA Eagles, even though it was Uruguay's ball. Recovered, trying to attempt to set the maul. Eagles are pushed, getting it down to about the 5-meter line, just about the 6-meter line. Eagles pushing, still trying to set it. Cam Dolan in the back, setting up the ball. Todd Cleaver with the ball, setting up the ball down at the 3-meter line, and Uruguay recovers the ball on the knock forward. It is scrum advantage to Uruguay, and the ball is called held up as the USA tackled Uruguay inside the try zone. Looks like we have an injury on the field. I'm trying to figure out who it is. It looks like it could either be Eric Fry or Scott Lavala. Looks like an Eagles player is getting looked at, and we'll be back after we figure out what is going on.
Want to keep up with rugby news in your region? Check out online YouTube show Grow Rugby. We will keep you up with what's going on in rugby in the United States. Check us out on Fridays or Saturdays. Watch Grow Rugby at www.youtube.com/GiftTimeRugbyNetwork. That's www.youtube.com/GiftTimeRugbyNetwork.
Looks like the player that was down was Todd Cleaver, but he's getting back up as quickly. Looks like he just needed to walk it off a little bit. It'll still be Uruguay's ball inside the 5-meter line, just about the 1-meter line. It is... Looks like it'll be a penalty advantage to Uruguay. Alright, it's back. It was originally to the original call, knocked forward by the U.S. Eagles. It will be scrum advantage to Uruguay still. Alejo Duran will be putting in for Uruguay. And the scrum is engaged. Ball is in. Eagles trying to make the tackle on the ball going out. Uruguay setting the ruck up. Duran gets the ball out, and Ormachia is tackled right away. Scrum is set, still at the 1-meter line. Duran kicks the ball out, and the ball goes out just at about the 12-meter mark inside Uruguay territory. We're coming up on the last 30 seconds of this game. It'll be Eagles ball on the line out. Eagles setting up to throw the ball in. And the ball goes. Samu Manoa goes, and the ball is kicked out. And that is game. The Eagles are officially in the Rugby World Cup for 2015, taking the America 2 spot. What a great match between these two teams. Slow start by the USA, but what a great recovery. It's not how you start the game, but how you finish it. And the Eagles will get the Webb Ellis Trophy as well, to be able to take this for the second World Cup in a row. USA will be going in with Canada, taking on the world. What a great matchup for these two teams. What an amazing matchup. Great play. And we got to give a lot of commemoration over to each of these players. Chris Wiles was a standout, incredibly improved kicking from last week, and much improvement in the second half, adjusting to the play. So that's it, y'all. We have a year to find out who we will finish playing in pool play. Just waiting for the Asia spot to be completed. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I appreciate you taking the time to listen. The final score, 32-13, USA over Uruguay. This was the game of the games here in Kennesaw, Georgia, in a Kennesaw State University First Third Bank Stadium. Great venue, great place, great game, and the weather decided to become great itself despite its bipolar nature. I hope everybody has a great one, and you guys take care. This is Gift Time, Bailey, with the Gift Time Rugby Radio Network. You can find us at www.gifttime.com or like us on Facebook, facebook.com/GiftTimeRugby, or follow us on Twitter at GiftTimeRugby. You guys take care.